everybody. My name is Timi.
And I'm Simi.
And we are your problematic babes. And today we have a very special guest. Could you please introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Kheris, and I'm the CEO of Flexin In My Complexion.
I love it.
Look how she just turned it on.
She was very quiet before the camera started. Oh, okay. So please tell me, for everybody who doesn't know, what is your story? How did you come about to have your own company?
How I come about having my...
First of all, how old are you?
Oh, I'm 12 years old.
She's 12 years old. She's a boss. Okay.
Period.
She said period. Okay.
How I came about Flexing My Complexion was a year ago. I was in a fashion show, and my sister posted a picture of me on Twitter, and the hashtag was Flexing In Her Complexion. So it was the saying my grandmother used to always tell us. So I was like, wow, I really like the saying, and it really relates to my story of me being bullied and going through colorism and racism. And it just inspired me to put something out there that everybody can relate to. So I was like, I love fashion and I love the saying. So I just put it both together. And I was like, let's create Flexing In My Complexion.
And then that was the start of everything. Now this girl is on Nike.
Yeah, I'm a Nike brand ambassador. I worked with LeBron James. For his 16 shoe.
Go ahead, flex.
Flex.
Keep going.
Inspire us.
Lupita Nyong'o has supported my brand. Alicia Keys, Snoop Dogg, Whoopi Goldberg, and many more. Yeah.
This is one of her shirts that Simi is wearing
right
actually.
now.
Really
Flex
cute.
In My Complexion. I bought it as soon as you guys had it out. Been a day one supporter. And it's because obviously I'm dark skinned, so I can relate. I understand what colorism is. I've been affected by it all my life and stuff. So let's talk about that. I really want to have an in-depth conversation because especially with you being younger and you're so confident. Have you always been this confident about your skin tone?
No, I haven't. When would I say I started getting confidence? I say I started getting confidence when the photo went viral, and that was probably a year ago. Yeah, a year ago. And I just started getting confidence then.
Yeah. So why were you not confident before?
Because people always say that, oh, you're too dark to be a black girl, or you're just simple things just simple things like that, a lot of dark skinned girls go through.
And it's weird because some people will try to act like it doesn't exist, colorism isn't real, and it's one of those. There's a lot of isms that we're as black women we're faced with: sexism, racism, all the other stuff, and colorism really hurts probably the most. I would say.
Out of everything.
I think it's been the most it's had the most direct effect on my life and my personhood.
Yeah,
because how I see myself and everything. Because racism is because all black people can unite on racism, so you always feel like somebody has your back. All women can unite on sexism, because it's something that everybody faces. But colorism is something that people will still continue to deny, and plus you get it from your own people, so it really hurts more.
When you were getting bullied, was it mainly by people outside of your race, within your race, a mixture?
At first in the first grade, it was people out of my race. But then, when I went to a more diverse school, it was people in my race. So that's when I started realizing, when I felt like I was being, I don't even know how to put this, when I started getting colors.
Experiencing
colorism.
Because when you said first grade, so I was so shocked because I didn't start experiencing colorism until the 5th grade. But when it happened, it hit me so fast and so hard. They will call me, y'all, I know you guys are probably gonna chuckle because now I can laugh at it, but just remember, 10-year-old me, this really hurt me to my core. They will call me Gorilla Black because they were saying I was as black as a gorilla. And they would be like, hey, GB, and I was and I would get mad anytime I would answer to it because I would just be like, oh my gosh, it's so immature.
Who started doing this?
It was mainly, you guys want to know what's so funny? One of the main guys that did it actually ended up, his mother, all of them ended up liking me. That's what always happens. But no, his mother ended up marrying my uncle. My Uncle Tyler. Yes, his mother.
Wow.
Yeah, his mother ended up marrying my uncle, and we had a joke about that. When we grew up, it's okay, y'all. It's this not gonna affect the family dynamic or nothing. But when we grew up, I talked to him about remember when you used to bully me all the time, and he's just Love it.
Like, now they're married. Our uncle, who was also who's very dark, and now they have two beautiful dark skinned daughters. So he has half sisters that are dark. And I wonder how
as dark as us.
He reconciled that. It's kind of like a full circle.
It's a full circle. Life will do that to you. Is there any person like from your school or anything like that since you became like this figure, this icon? Did they come back and apologize? Did they ever come back and acknowledge what they did?
Does it look like I talked to them?
Like, who are you?
Like, huh? I don't remember you. Got a lot of money calling.
I got Lupita on the phone. You know LeBron James?
But no, I don't really talk to them. I only talk to like my close friends from like elementary school and stuff. Like, I mean, we all called each other names. I mean, we were kids, so I mean, not the people who really started talking about me, but like the people who stuck with me. Yeah.
So how is life at school now? Ever since everything came out, like.
It's different. It feels uncomfortable sometimes because, you know, when you're at school, you want to be a normal kid. And then, like, I miss school a lot, so, like, oh, she getting her money? Yeah. Like, stuff like that. Like,
she's like, yeah.
Then, like, they'll call me, like, famous. Like, hey, famous. Like, that's not my name.
Fake friends?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah. Even, like, with me, when I was younger, I know I experienced colorism, and I didn't experience it, until the 6th grade. And the difference is, like, 1st through 5th grade, I went to like a primarily like white school. And like I was always like the darkest person, but like darkest person because everybody else was like white. But now I'm the dark. But then once I got to 6th grade, I went to a school that was more integrated, so it was like a lot of black people. I had a lot of black friends, a lot of black people around me, and I was the darkest of the black people. And that's when I started to really be cognizant of like my shade. I never really even realized how dark skinned I was. I just knew I was black, you know. And everybody else, like my family, they're my same shade, whatever. And then I started hanging around more, like, you know, black people, and then that's when it becomes more apparent, and they, like, made sure to let me know. And, like, I don't think anybody ever, like, called me names. Like, I don't have, like, a gorilla black equivalence, but it just, like, would always be, it would just always be, like, it was always pointed out. Or even, like, stay out of the sun, da-da-da, like, you in the sun too much. I remember somebody, like, I used to love eating chocolate chip cookies at lunch. And then there was this boy. This is my story. It hurts. No, but there was this boy, and then he was just like, "You always eating chocolate chip cookies. You eat all that chocolate. That's why you so dark." And I was like,
and Simi believed it.
And I was like,
I can relate.
And I was just like, this is why I'm dark. So I like stopped eating chocolate because I was like, oh, chocolate, that's what's making my skin dark. And I didn't want to be dark skinned because it was so like such a stigma when I was younger.
That's kind of similar to me because my uncle is really close to my mom, right? And I guess when she was pregnant with me, she used to eat a lot of hot wings, and he was like, "You're so dark because your mom ate a lot of hot wings."
But doesn't even make sense.
Why are we like? Where is this coming from?
Like, at least I can understand chocolate.
Like,
but yeah, but like I just want to say, like, and even because people were telling me that, even translators like my little sister, I would tell her, she played soccer. And I would tell her, like, you know, Timmy, you should quit soccer because you're outside a lot, it's gonna make you darker. And like, so it's like you just kind of like learn that behavior before where I normally wouldn't care. And like I was young, like just thinking about like, oh, how can I lighten my skin? I started finding like bleaching products and creams or whatever put on my face. Like my mom gave me like a little spot corrector for like I got hives one time, but I would like rub it all over my face to make it lighter. Never worked and everything. Like it just like affected my confidence a lot.
Yeah, because she was going through it, she didn't really know how to console me when I was going through it. So when I remember just one day, I just been bullied like really bad that day, and I came home and I was like crying. I just remember staring in the mirror like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I said everyone makes fun of me. Everyone keeps calling me saying I'm too dark. And my sister gave me that cream. She was like, I mean, you could try this. Like, that's the only thing. And it's like, not like I got mad at her or anything like that. Because just like, she really, like, Simi's like a very solution-based person. So she was just like, this is a problem. This is a possible solution. It didn't work. It didn't work. But I do remember, like, maybe I need to exfoliate more. So I would like scrub my skin so hard. I'm like, maybe that'll make me like a little lighter. And I quit soccer, and I was so good at soccer too. Like I was so good at soccer. And then when we moved, at the end of the 6th grade, I was going to 7th grade. I was going to start a brand new school. I was just like, I'm not going to play soccer anymore. And I spent the whole summer indoors. And like, the whole summer indoors.
I did the same thing too.
And then I remember, because I didn't want to go into my school being like super dark, and then I remember going to the Bay to see my best friend from, you know, the 6th grade, to visit her. And she was like, oh, you look good. You look good. Did you get a lighter? Y'all, I thought I was so bomb. I felt so pretty. I said, yes, I did. Like, I did get a light up and staying inside. She said, okay, I'm happy for you.
You said this is the 6th grade?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happened to me in the 8th grade. When I got back to the 8th grade after the summer, somebody was like, oh, you look lighter. And it was like a compliment, and I took it as that. And it's just like, why? And like, I wish, like, going forward, like, especially like I really want to have dark skinned daughters, because I want to instill that confidence in them, like at a young age and stuff. So like, how would you have, like, now when you see other people, like if you see another young girl like experiencing the same thing, like how will you talk to her? What will you tell her?
What I would say is that you're beautiful no matter what anyone tells you, because all they're trying to do is bring you down, because hurt people hurt people. So what you have to do is take some of the stuff that they say as a compliment, because you're just like, my skin is beautiful no matter what anyone tells me, and what you say it's not going to affect me. Don't let it go through your ears. Don't let it go anywhere, because all it's going to do is bring you down.
Yeah.
So just believe in yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself beautiful words about yourself, like I'm smart, special, creative. Just words like that, just to bring your confidence up.
Do you guys think that the stigma is changing now? Like, do you like dark skin is kind of like in now? That people are praising women like Lupita and.
Which I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing. It's sometimes when you were shown no attention or such negative attention, and people start to show you positive attention, people can think that it's fake, and people want to think that it's fake. But at the end of the day, even if it's fake, it's not necessarily a bad thing that it's fake, because it's still giving us representation. We're still being seen more. Like, people, I know so many people who would never admit to being attracted to me or a darker skinned women at all, younger, that are now like, like praising them all over my Twitter timeline and everything. I'm just like, wow, isn't it crazy how the world works? But it's because now we're giving people, I don't even think people are necessarily being fake. People are just realizing, like, it's okay to find these women attractive. Yeah. But like, going away from that, because I feel like a lot of the time when we talk about colorism, we get stuck in like being seen as attractive and being seen like desirable, and we talk about the dating aspect of it. The type of colorism I've been experiencing lately is really different in school, because I realized that like the way it affects me, like, it's so much deeper than just being desired, because it really means that you don't have the luxury of turning on and off your blackness like the way some other people do. Like, in my major, there's about 4 black women, and all of them are like racially ambiguous looking. You know, so I see the way they are given the freedom to turn on and off their blackness as they see fit. I'm the only one where you walk into, when the professor walks into the room, when the other students walk into the room, they know for a fact, oh, she black. Like, there's no, I can't hide it, can't mask it. They don't even find out I'm like Nigerian until after talking to me a little bit, hearing my name. But like, I'm automatically approached differently. Like, my energy is viewed differently than their energy is viewed. Like, you know what I'm saying? They, like, if they're quiet, they're just seen as introverted. If I'm quiet, I'm seen as standoffish. Like, there's so many negative aspects that we don't even realize that we associate with dark skin that could affect how you're treated at your job, that could affect the way you're treated when you interact with the police, that could affect the way the type of education you receive. There's so many, it goes so deeper than just being seen as desirable. And I want people to understand, and even if it's seen as desirable, there's so many people, specific, and like more of men than women, but there's a lot of people who treat you differently based on how attractive they find you. And so if someone isn't attracted to dark skin, then that means, how do you think they're treating every single dark person they interact with, every single dark woman that they interact with? Like, you know? And it's because like darkness is always associated with like bad, evil, scary, versus light is the exact opposite. So that, and then also darkness is associated with like masculinity too. So people are just naturally threatened by like darker things, darker people, and like that affects your entire life in ways that you see and ways that you don't see, and people don't realize that. So like, yeah, like you were saying, like, I hate that when we want to bring attention to colorism, it sounds like, oh, these dark-skinned women are just complaining because they're not getting chose. And that's not all it is. That's not what it is. It's just so much deeper. When you look at police shootings, majority of the people are dark skin. You don't really see a lot of racially ambiguous black people, lighter skinned black people being targeted, you know, disproportionately. It's usually darker skinned people. So yeah, it's just like seen as dangerous, and it affects your life in so many different ways. And do you feel like there's a lot of young black celebrity women that look like you that you can like like other than Lupita, because I feel like she's always the go-to dark skin when we bring up. Do you think there's enough representation there?
No. I mean, it's not as many dark skinned girls that we would like to see in movies or TV shows. It's always like that one dark skinned girl, like Sky Jackson. Like, she was the only dark skinned girl on the top Disney shows. Like Bumped and Jessie. Like, she was the only African American girl. And then, like, let's say, who else?
The girl from How to Get Away with Murder.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's one, and then Tika Sumpter, she's another one. There's not a lot of younger.
Yeah.
Not like Zendaya.
We always have the same ones that we go to. Like,
there's literally like we could count on two hands and probably still have a couple fingers left. And then there's Normani, and then there's Justine Skye, and there's Ryan Destiny. And
they're new up and coming ones and stuff like that, but it's still not enough.
They're still not getting, like, it's kind of crazy how, like, when it comes to black female roles, when it's like, we need a young black female. Okay, is Amanda Zendaya or
Yara Shahidi?
Yara, are they available? No? Alright, what about the girl from X-Men? No? No? Okay, what about the girl who played Aaliyah in that one Lifetime movie? She did a horrible job in that movie, by the way.
The girl from X-Men.
We all look so similar.
And if none of them are available, we're just turned into a white role.
We're just gonna give it to Scarlett Johansson.
But I would say Marsai Martin is a good representation for all young African American children. I see a lot of younger kids should look up to her because she's basically, I think she's the face of all young African American children right now. Who else? There's not many.
There's really not many.
Did you ever watch Fresh Prince of Bel-Air?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm happy. So, you know, there's like the light skin outfit and this dark skin outfit, right? So this goes back to like the perceptions people have of dark skin and light skin.
Like in the Proud Family.
Yeah, even the Proud Family too. So the original Aunt Viv was dark skin. Everybody loved her. She was strong, sassy in a good way. She was educated. She had a job. You know, she served a purpose in the show. She was her own entity. And then when they replaced her with the light skin one, which I don't know why they did that. Like, if I understand that you need to replace the actress, but why not try to make them look?
I think they did this to spite her,
obviously. And then so, not only did they change her to a lighter skinned person, but then they also gave her a completely different personality.
She turned into a housewife. Like,
she turned into a housewife. She was just like the loving house mother. Like, you know, just her personality changed. She had no career. She was very doting. She was very like, you know, she was just there. She's like a prop, an accessory. She wasn't her own thing. So it was just funny how that they did that. My Wife and Kids. Did you watch My Wife and Kids? They did the same thing too with Claire's character.
She had more, the first daughter, for one, they gave her way too much attitude. They made her seem like one of those like teenagers just going through, you know, that change where you just hate your parents for no reason. And like, you know what I'm saying? And then when they made her light skin, they made her just stupid. Yeah. Like, they literally, that's all they did. They made her light skin and stupid. Like, that was her whole character. And I'm like, stupid. And also with Martin, how they made like Gina and what's her name's character, they kind of just made Pam just like more aggressive, more attitudinal.
Who was that in the Proud Family? Like, she was just Dejanay. She was the
Dejanay versus Penny. And even new shows that are supposed to be more woke, like Blackish. How the older sister, she's, you know, the same typical pretty dumb likable older sister, and then the dark skinned younger
wants
sister
to kill people and do bad all the time,
mad aggressive for no reason.
Aggressive, like
so it's just weird how they came up like that. Like, I don't.
And even the mother, Rainbow's mother, she's a light skinned woman. She's all earthy and love and giving and everything like that. And then Dre's mother is like mad, angry black woman. It's like they keep feeding into these stereotypes, and we keep peeping them. And it's just like, when is this going to change? Like, when are we going to like call it out and then just get away from these stereotypes? Like, oh my gosh, I'm trying to also.
That's why, like, when Us came out, and there's like a dark skinned family where the daughter is dark skinned as well. The daughter and the mother aren't light skinned. Like, that's new. Like, that we haven't really seen that before. Besides Lil Bill
and the. No, they did in the Parenthood too. You guys, look at almost every single black show. Besides Family Manners and Lil Bill. Yeah. Every black sitcom, the mother's light skin, the daughter's light skin, the men are darker skin. Like there's always that dynamic, and it's so rare to see a whole. And if there is a whole family, they're lighter skin or like medium tone black family. It's so rare to see a dark skinned family on television or movie, and it was such a big deal. And they were educated, and they they went to their summer vacation house. They wasn't struggling in the hood, like in good times, like you know what I'm saying. So. Man. Oh, also, did you ever watch the show Good Times? It's like really old.
Yeah, I met Thelma.
What? I love Thelma.
She was gold. But like, they even made Florida the most annoying mother in TV history. I read a whole thread on how Thelma, I'm just like, why is there not like, I just feel like we just lack so much representation. It makes me so sad. Yeah. But Lupita is like saving us all. So you're so lucky you got to meet her. I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. Wow. But so when it comes to having your own business, was your family completely on board with the whole thing, just from running, like from the jump? Did you have to convince them?
I didn't have to convince them at all because they support me through anything I want to do. I mean, I like to do a lot of stuff, so it's either I don't do it or I'm going to get on your nerves. So yeah, they just let me do it.
So what is your like goal, like your dream career as of right now? And it's okay to say you don't know if you don't.
No, I know. My dream career is to have my own store, to put my stuff in stores because we have the networks to do it. What else? Star in a movie.
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you if you want to get into acting.
I saw you on
Cousins for Life.
No.
Is that
Snowfall? Were you on Snowfall?
Yeah, you were on Snowfall. Yeah. I did see you on Snowfall.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah.
It's long enough. I was just in a Nickelodeon show called Cousins for Life. That will relate to the father is dark skinned, but the kids are blackish, you would say. Like they're light skinned.
Yeah.
Oh, what else? I don't even know.
When you get older, I can see you like doing a makeup line. Not now though, but like older, like maybe like. When you
we're starting my hair collection.
Yeah. Oh, your hair is always like so cute. Thank you. And I love the fact that I don't think I've seen you with like just straight hair. Because it's so rare. It's like so rare to see like young black girls who don't straighten their hair all the time, and like, you know what I'm saying, or they have like 3C, like really loose curly hair, or they're like always straightening their hair. I love the fact that you always have like natural like black hair and everything. Yeah.
Thank you. What else? We're starting my edge control.
That's a good.
I'm very excited for that. That might be coming out this summer or earlier. Yeah. We have a lot of stuff coming out that I'm super excited for.
That's good. You're really capitalizing on this stuff. You're making moves.
You do what you're supposed to do. That's good. You'll be here for a long time.
You'll definitely be here. You have the whole support of the black community. Like I feel like everybody, especially every dark skin woman I know, is cheering for you like crazy. And so I feel like this is a nice little short episode. Yeah. Usually our episodes are like a lot longer, so this probably is going to be released like earlier in the week as a little teaser. But is there anything else that you want to tell the people? Any of your fans? Any person who is there to help you along the way?
Hi.
Tell them where to follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at Kheris Poppin'. My Twitter is the same. And my Facebook is Flexin In My Complexion. And you could buy some Flexin In My Complexion stuff at www.flexinmycomplexion.com.
Yeah, so cute.
Thank you, everybody, for listening. We are your problematic face. Please like, subscribe, rate, and share. All that.
Follow.
You know what I'm saying? Shout us out. And that's it. We will see you next week. Bye.
Bye.